Since 1954, Terrebonne General has been a beacon of health and hope in our community. As we mark 7 decades of dedication to your well-being, Terrebonne General Health System remains committed to advancing healthcare, improving lives, and expanding our services to meet your evolving needs. In celebrating our past, we look forward to a future filled with promise and progress. Your health is our legacy. To discover more, visit tghealthsystem.com.
All right, welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Martin Foss. We're going to now go to St. Mary Parish, where we have Captain John Schaff. There you see him, Morgan City Police Department. Captain, good to see you again. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Now, we've seen these videos all over Facebook and YouTube, and people robbing packages off of people's porches and doing different things, but here it is, Morgan City. We're looking at some video right there. The Porch Pirates have hit St. Mary Parish, and let me let you in on this conversation because we don't see that often in this area.
Yeah, no doubt. It's that time of year when the holiday seasons come around, and we tend to see an uptick in this. People these days, they use online to do a lot of their Christmas shopping. So that means that UPS, FedEx, and all the delivery companies are going to be busy delivering these packages, and they tend to leave them outside. We want to remind our residents to make sure that they try to secure their packages to make sure that they don't become a victim to what you're seeing on the video today.
What do they do, Captain? These vehicles, for the most part, do they trail the UPS drivers, the FedEx drivers? How do they know where the packages are? Do they stalk the drivers?
I believe it's a crime of opportunity. I think they ride around. If most of our residents is like my wife, we're getting packages every day, but we try to secure them right away to make sure that we become a victim of a crime. So they're probably riding around seeing some packages on the front steps or by the front doors, because that's the common place that the drivers would put it. Easy access, easy crime to do. And I think they just riding around and they seen a package on the front of a house and backed in and took it.
I've seen some of the videos on YouTube or Facebook, like I mentioned before, and some of the homeowners, they rig up all kind of things. I even saw one they rigged up, I guess it was a shotgun. I don't know what they used for ammunition, whether it was rock salt or a real shell in it. But there's some do's and don'ts when you have people coming to your door. Can you give them a little advice? Because, I mean, I know a lot of people want to open the door and get into an altercation, but if they're brazen enough to steal your package, they might be brazen enough to be carrying a weapon too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to make sure that, and you have a right to protect your personal property within means, and you got to answer with due regard and to public safety. So just because somebody's coming to steal your package doesn't mean that you could shoot them up with and stuff like that. Now, we do recommend there is boxes, lock boxes that the drivers could drop these packages in that will secure your packages until you get home and you could be able to get them. But, you know, if you're going to use some type of force, you got to make sure it's within means to legally do so.
As I'm looking at this picture, a nice Rottweiler, a pit bull tied up against that post would have stopped this crime, but not everybody has those means. So, and I guess the other thing is trying not to telegraph, like you said, that you're not home. So, I mean, I know they have neighborhood watch. Y'all are very big in that. So maybe tell the neighbors, hey, look, I got a package coming. Can you keep an eye on it if your neighbor's even home? But I'm sure there are some ways to combat this.
Yeah, one way to combat it is home surveillance. That, of course, that doesn't stop you from becoming a victim of this crime, but it enables us to go ahead and investigate it and hopefully come to a determination where we can make an arrest on it. And our detectives are going to work diligently in tracking down surveillance information from the neighborhood that this was taken from to see if we could go ahead and track it. Now, these guys here, you can see, obviously did their homework. They took off their license plate of the vehicle, or even it's a newer vehicle vehicle that might have a temp tag. We can't really tell because of the dark tinted windows, but we're going to work diligently so we could try to go ahead and make these people whole again by a good investigation.
Yeah, what kind of vehicle was that? Do we have more of a description for people who might want to call y'all up, who might have information?
Yeah, it looks like a newer model black Toyota Camry. White male gets out of the vehicle wearing a red shirt, grabs the package, gets back in and leaves. He probably doesn't even know what's in the package. They just see opportunity here and hopefully they hit some pay dirt on something. But if you recognize that gentleman or that vehicle, we ask that you contact the Morgan City Police Department at 985-380-4605. We definitely need our community helpers to help us with this so we could go ahead and solve this crime.
Now, you said, have there been a large escalation of this in St. Mary, or are we looking at little isolated incidents of this?
Well, this isn't the first time this has happened. We've investigated complaints over the years where this has happened. Again, you're going to see an uptick of deliveries because Christmas is around the corner. So people do a lot of their shopping online, which means a lot of deliveries coming to their house. And the delivery drivers, if nobody's home, is going to leave it at their door. So this is more of a crime of opportunity. We just need everybody to kind of keep their eyes open. If they see something suspicious, contact us so we could go ahead and deal with it.
Yeah, and I know a lot of time, a lot of people always ask about a reward, but just to be a good Samaritan, because the next package stolen could be yours, right?
No doubt you could become a victim easily, but we're a proponent of telling the people that live in their communities to own their communities. And in order to make their community safe, we need their help. We can't do it by ourselves, even though we do a good job and work hard at doing so. But the more cooperation we have from our community partners, the better police department we are.
All right, there you have it, Captain John Schaff of the Morgan City Police Department. We appreciate you coming on, and give them a call at 985-380-4605. Thank you, Captain. Good to see you again.
Thank you for having me. Look forward to the future. All
right, we'll be right back. More after this. Watch your packages. Be alert. We'll be back. Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.